Oh, right, guys, we're live. Right. First of all, thank you for watching. If you are watching, this will be a live stream of new things, bit of news that we've got at BZ. We're going to go over some new products that we've got. We're going to answer some of the questions that people have been leaving for us. We're also going to be answering any questions that appear in the live chat. We've just gone live, so we're just going to wait for some people to join in. But this is the second attempt at the February live stream. We made a bit of a mistake with the first live stream and YouTube took us down. So this is attempt number 2 of February's live stream. If you don't know, normally we do a live stream on the first Friday of every month. So the next one will be on March the 7th. Yeah, that's the one, March 7th will be the next live stream. If you're watching on replay, then thank you very much for watching. Let's go over some new products. I'm going to answer some of your questions as well. I'll leave the questions for a few minutes. But first thing we've got to talk about today, guys, is the fact that we just announced this morning that we will be doing BZ Fest again in 2025. It's been a lot of hard work trying to get BZ Fest organized in 2025. It's been a lot of my time. I was up until, I don't even want to tell you what time I was up to last night, making sure all the finishing touches were ready for launching BZ Fest. But we've already got some people joining us. Connor is already booked for BZ Fest. Can't wait. Thank you very much, Connor. Hope to see you there. If any of you are at BZ Fest and you see me walking around, feel free to stop with me and have a chat. We're hoping to do a bit of filming as well. And actually, we were going to do this last year, but I was too busy sorting out problems. But this year, we're actually going to be filming stuff for the YouTube channel, speaking with people, maybe doing some interviews with like people, attendees at BZ Fest. If you don't know what BZ Fest is, we've just put a video out this morning on our YouTube channel. Go watch that after the stream. Or you can check our Instagram account. We've got a big lengthy post about it on there as well. But it's £1. It's £1 a ticket this year, guys. Just £1 to come along to a massive event here at BZ. About 800 people came last year, and it could have been organised better. We'll just say that more people could have come if we decided to organise it better, which we have done this year. I'm just going to let people know that we are online at the moment, guys. I'll just put one little shout out about to let people know about our Q&A, and then we'll start answering some questions. Hope you're all having a good Friday. It's been a very, very busy Friday here at BZ, an insanely busy Friday, not just because of BZ Fest, the announcement of BZ Fest. We've got a load of new stuff coming in, and it's been one thing after another today. I will tell you all about that in a second. I could see we've already got a question about one of the new things we've got coming in. Right now on YouTube, I'm just telling people, the lovely people of Facebook, that we're on live right now. And there we go. Right, let's start answering some questions. I've still got some questions from the first attempt at this live stream that we didn't get answered first time around. So lots of questions to get through. But if you want anything answering, make sure you leave it in the chat, just like Airsoft Rami has. He's asked, when will the EMG Autobot speed loaders be coming back in? Now, we've literally just put a thing out about this on Instagram. The Autobot speed loaders will be back in next week. They'll be shipping right at the end of February. So 26th, 27th, 20th of Feb is when they'll be shipping out to you. We should hopefully have them in early to mid next week. Pre-orders are live now, bztactical.co.uk. When you go on the BZ Tactical website, the first thing you'll see is a graphic for the Autobot speed loader. That's where you can pre-order. Or you can just go to the top of the search bar, search Autobot, you'll find it there. So Autobot speed loaders, for the first time in 5 months, I believe, these will be back in stock next week. And last time we got them in, we sold over 300 of them in less than a week. And we have even less than we did last time. So if you want to get yourself an Autobot, make sure you pre-order now, because they will be going out of stock. They will go out of stock pretty soon, I imagine. Another new thing that's literally just come through the door. It doesn't look new, but we've got the new EPM1 from PTS Syndicate. If you don't know, PTS have redesigned, well, I say redesigned, they've done some very minor improvements to the EPM1. So full disclosure, we were told in November that PTS was scrapping the EPM1, but we weren't allowed to tell anyone. They told us that a new version of the EPM1 was coming, but it could take up to 6 months to arrive. They said it would be between like April and June. So that would be like 4 or 5 months that at least that people wouldn't have EPM1 mags. That's why when the Amarok mags came out, we really wanted to like tell everyone about them and give you all the information we could, because we knew that a lot of people wouldn't have access to these for a while. So we wanted to give everyone an alternative. They still exist. They're still in stock if you want them. They're a great magazine. But these actually came out way quicker than PTS had predicted. EPM1 RX. They're in stock right now. You can order these right now from bztactical.co.uk. They're exactly the same price as the standard EPM1s, where these are £35 each. They're still 250 rounds. They still look exactly the same, basically. The only difference with these is that they feed better. Apparently, we haven't had a chance to test them out yet, but they've improved how they feed, and I think they're easier to load as well. And they said they've got improved dimensions, which I think basically means they fit in more in more guns, because they're a bit of an odd fit in certain guns. But the most popular magazine in airsoft just apparently got even better. Should we do a full video about these guys? I know like it's a very minor change, so I don't think it'd be a very long video, but should we try them out and see how different they are? Let us know. If you think that's something we should do, let us know in the chat. Anyway, let's get back to the chat. Amazing sales on the Autobot. Yep, the Autobot was the biggest selling product of 2024. They're coming back in next week. You can pre-order it. These will sell out again. G. Burton, any ideas where any competitive Speedsoft tournaments are in the UK? Really struggling to find any. Well, actually, we do know where some competitive Speedsoft tournaments are. We sponsor one of them, in fact. So there's 2 places opened up last year, proper Speedsoft arenas, like NSL-style Speedsoft arenas. There is Speed Arena, which is in Bradford, and then there is District 23/Bunker CQB. That is literally 15 minutes down the road from BZ, so it's great for us. They both hold a league, a year-long league. They hold one-off cup tournaments. They both have a schedule for 2025 already mapped out. I know that the Speed Arena in Bradford actually does 1v1 tournaments. So if you're not part of a team and you just want to play in a tournament on your own, they offer that to you. So that's great. But we have been to the Bunker CQB. We went to one of their tournaments in November. Great atmosphere, great setup from those guys. They're really passionate. We've got a really good Speedsoft team, Speedsoft scene in the UK. It's really growing now. We sponsor a couple of teams. We sponsor the Bunker CQB events. They've got, they just had a tournament in January. They've got another one coming up soon. It's literally 15 minutes from my house, so I'll pop along to some of those tournaments as well. So if you're ever at a Bunker CQB Speedsoft tournament and you see me, then please come say hello. Another Speedsoft tournament, it's not in the UK, but you can watch it, and it is also sponsored by Rebel Precision, is the NSL. That starts this weekend, the Pro Series over in Amsterdam. You can watch that live. You can stream that live on YouTube, on their YouTube channel. Even if you're not into Speedsoft, give it a watch. It's free, and it's a competitive sport at the end of the day. You might not like playing Speedsoft, or you might not like playing against Speedsofters when you're at a skirmish or whatever. You're at CQB. But this is a different environment. It's a different set of rules. So give it a try. I think we always recommend watching it at least once, seeing how it goes, because you might not enjoy playing it, but you might enjoy watching it. That's NSL Sports. Give them a search on YouTube. They'll be streaming Saturday and Sunday for free. We've got a couple of teams sponsored by Rebel Precision playing there, including the UK's own OB. They won the Challenger Series last year, so they've moved up to the Pro Series. We also will be visiting, it's based out in the Netherlands, a place called Real Strike. We'll be visiting Real Strike at least once or twice this year. In fact, in August, they've got a Rebel Precision Cup. So it's a one-off weekend cup tournament. And shout out to the guys at NSL for making our tournament in August, because that means I've got an excuse to go to the Netherlands in August and have a few beverages and enjoy myself with some Speedsofters. So yeah, there's a really good growing Speedsoft scene in the UK, actually, G. Burton. So check out at the Bunker CQB on Instagram, and I think it's at Speed Arena, or maybe at Speed_Arena. I think it's just at Speed Arena. So keep your questions coming in, guys. And _airsoft_player just said, is there an EPM1S version of the new one? Not currently. It's just the standard EPM1. The EPM1S is still the same. I think less people had problems with them compared to the EPM1s. So standard version of that, right, is all sorry, the standard size, the 250 round version is all you can get in the RX version right now. But we're sure that at some point down the line, the S version will be coming. I think they just wanted to prioritize getting this made first. So, but yeah, standard EPM 1Ss are in stock right now. You can get them anywhere. Sheboygan Airsoft said, I would order from y'all if I could, but I'm a US resident. I actually reached out to y'all about a custom APO1, but you couldn't ship it. That's unfortunate. With US shipping, you can get a custom quote from us. If you email us, we can give a custom quote, but sometimes the website doesn't do US shipping quotes. I don't know why it has it as an option if it's not going to actually work properly, but that's not my department. I don't know. But if you're anyone watching who's from the US and you want to buy something from BZ, you can just send us an email, tell us what it is, and we'll give you a custom shipping quote. It tells you your address, obviously. Failing that, there are places in the US that will do custom AAPs like ours. They're all made with CTM tack parts. Although I'd love for you to shop with BZ, we don't want you to go out of be spending more than you have to. You can buy more locally. I'd recommend going to CTM Tack's website, seeing who the distributor is in your area, and you can see if they make custom builds. I know there's some great shops in the US that make some fantastic AAP and high kappa builds. Connor asks, when it comes to BZ Fest giveaways, since every person with a wristband is entered, if a person under the age of 18 wins a RIF, do you redraw? So no. So actually, this is something we covered recently in our video about airsoft laws. That has been getting an insane amount of comments because a lot of people don't like our airsoft laws here in the UK. A lot of Americans think it's very stupid. Someone left a 1,014-word comment. I think they put more effort into writing that comment than we did in the actual video. But anyway, so when it comes to having a valid defense in the UK, obviously you need to be at least 18. You need to be at least 18 to purchase an airsoft gun, but that only applies to purchasing. It doesn't apply to gifting. If I own an airsoft gun, I can gift that airsoft gun to whoever I want. So they don't need to be 18 years of age. They can be. This is how teenagers who are under 18 go out and play with their own guns. A parent can buy it for them or whatever and gift it to them. That's totally legal. So if someone under the age of 18 wins a RIF at BZ Fest, then we don't need to redraw. It's perfectly okay for us to give it out. So yeah, the laws on airsoft are all they're a bit confusing to get your head around. So we tried to make a detailed video about that. Watch that if you haven't already, guys. But yeah, if you're under 18, you win a RIF. You're lucky enough to win a RIF, and there will be some rifles on offer at BZ Fest. There's going to be a Tokyo Marui rifle for a start. We just had that confirmed today, so that's fantastic. So get yourself to BZ Fest. Last year we gave away over £11,000 worth of prizes in one day. Like that in itself, I couldn't believe how much we were giving away on that day. So we give away a lever and all sorts. So that's worth coming to BZ Fest alone. I was going to say something else about the whole under 18 airsoft gun thing, but I can't remember what it was. Maybe I'll remember at some point. An airsoft place at Speed Arena in Bradford is very fun. It's local. Shout out to Speed Arena. Apparently, Speed Arena though has had a pipe burst, so all the comps got cancelled. So that is a big shame. Hopefully, they can get everything up and running again at some point and get some more comps going. But until then, there is still the Bunker CQB in Teesside, 15 minutes from BZ, so it's a great excuse to go visit BZ as well. G. Burton asks again, what are the key upgrades needed to HPA and AAP01? Your rainbow-themed AAP01 vid made me get one. So first of all, fantastic choice on an AAP01. They're great. If you go on our channel, there is a video called Must Have AAP Upgrades. We do cover HPA in that. So obviously, just to give you a brief overview, for HPA with an AAP01, you need to get yourself a mag adapter. Those are just £55 from BZ, CTM one. There's some new versions of it that coming very soon. You might have seen those on our shorts, and we did a CTM product showcase recently. Go watch that if you haven't already. So many things you need to watch if you haven't already. But yeah, basically you need to get yourself a mag adapter. We recommend getting a different magazine to use with that mag adapter. The Action Army ones are fine, but for the best performance, we found that Tokyo Marui G17 series magazines work best. You probably need to get yourself a new bolt. You need to get yourself some new springs in there if you haven't already swapped the upper out. And you need to get yourself a new hammer set and a new pin set as well. If you get the CTM hammer set, which isn't in stock at the moment, but will be coming back in stock soon. If you get the CTM hammer set, that actually comes with all the pins included. That's why it's really great value for money. So hopefully that answers your question a little bit. If not, go watch the must-have upgrades for AAP or one video. Right. The Magdum Duo asks, does the Nexus drop-in HPA unit come with a line? No, it's got an integrated line inside of it. So obviously it'll hang out your gun so you can connect it. But an actual remote line that then connects to your tank, no, it doesn't come with that. You need to buy that separately. Connor, another question from Connor. He says, just recently purchased a SEMA CM028UAEG. It's down to be a rainy day at Dirty Dog on Sunday. Would the rain affect my gun at all? Not really. It's very, very unlikely to, unless it was absolutely lashing it down. It's not going to affect your gun. Something we do recommend, though, is obviously after the game day, wipe your gun down, store it in somewhere dry. We sell these things called silent dry dehumidifying stones. So get yourself a dehumidifying stone or get yourself, them silicone packets that you can get in like packaging and stuff like that. Put that inside of your case after your game because there might be some moisture inside of your gun. We had a guy here at BZ Joe. He's meant to be our expert in airsoft. He's our head of airsoft. And he played out in the rain, put his rifle back in its case, didn't use his silent dry dehumidifier stone. He does have one, forgot to put it in there. And then all that moisture, it stayed inside the gun, it got into the electronics. Next time he went out and played with that gun, he stood during a safety briefing. His gun suddenly started firing off in full auto. Luckily, it wasn't loaded, but that's what a bit of moisture can do to your gun if you don't drain away that moisture. So wipe it down after the game and try and put something in there, a dehumidifying stone or some silicone packets or whatever, or salt packets that can kind of work a bit as well. But dehumidified stone is probably the best option if you can afford to get one. Make sure you keep that moisture out of your gun. But actually playing in the rain, unless it's lashing it down, you'll be absolutely fine. BZK_chicken can have some free Rebels, pretty please. There is a load of Rebel BBs all over the floor, about 50-meter indoor target range. If you want to come along, you can suck them up with your mouth yourself. You get to keep any that you suck up. How about that? It's a great deal, I think. G. Burton, keep up with the vids. Absolutely love them. Thanks, guys. We've been getting a lot of good comments on our YouTube videos recently. We still don't really know what we're doing, but we're getting there. I think we're getting there eventually. We've got so many things to do, so many things to make videos on lately. I had 2 weeks off in January as well, and we missed out on making. By the time I got back, it was like we had a lot more things to make videos on. So there's certain things that we've not really had a chance to make videos on, like the Nexus engine. We were going to do that in January, but just never had enough time. Perkymon, are you planning on doing a HPA video going over regs and maintenance? We'd love to see an intensive review of the hostile reg before ordering one. It's not something we planned. It's something we can do. Obviously, HPA is growing more and more. To be fair, with HPA regulators, there's not much maintenance you're going to have to do with them, especially hostile regulator. We actually had someone contact us quite recently about this. What maintenance do I need to do to my HPA reg? Not much at all, really. And the hostile reg, we haven't done a full video about them, but we have done like a short about them. And genuinely, we had one to test for about 3 or 4 months before they actually came into stock. Our head of airsoft, Joe, he went out, used it with his HPA SIG 12 from Tokyo Marui and his other HPA gun. And he was like, this is the best HPA reg I've used in that price bracket, excluding the Wolverine HPA reg, which is like a completely different price bracket, which is a lot more expensive. But for that mid-range option, it's the best one we've ever used. It's better than the oxygen regs that we've had in before. That's why we swapped over to these hostile regs now over the oxygen regs. They're really great for the price, genuinely. If you want some more information on them, we can make a video, I suppose, if enough people want to see it. But just drop us an email if you ever want more tips or some advice, or just what our staff who actually use these things, they can tell you what they think about in their experience going out and using it. And as well, it's not on a video, so you know that if it's just one-to-one, it's genuine, honest advice. I think we have a really great sales team here at BZ. I think that's one of the reasons we've grown so much in the last few years. We've genuinely got a great team, and we've got some new people joining us very soon, which I'm very excited about. When I first started, like just over 5 years ago, the BZ team was tiny. We had one airsoft. BZ Tackle was one person. Now most of our team are airsofters. I think we've doubled, maybe even more than doubled the size of our team in that time. So thank you everyone for watching us. The YouTube in the past years really helped us out. We've really grown the business over the last year because of YouTube. We're about to hit 80,000 on TikTok. We're hosting a massive event in June. If you didn't see that already, that announcement this morning, we've got a YouTube video about that. BZ Fest, come and join us June 14th. So many things going on at BZ, and thank you so much, all of you, for making that possible. Thunderstruck, you guys ever thought about selling cabinets to show off people's riffs? Not something we really thought about, just purely about the amount of space that would involve. We are looking at potentially having some stands to show off builds. Not sure when that will happen, but we've just got in some samples of some CTS pistol display stands. We're looking at maybe getting like 3D printing 3D printer or something, like a high-end 3D printer, so we can make our own stands and stuff like that for guns. But actual cabinets, I think it'd take up a bit too much space. We got plenty of other airsoft goodies that we need space for in the BZ warehouse. Just holding like hundreds of hard cases alone, that takes up so much space. Good thing we have one of the biggest airsoft warehouses in the UK, though, isn't it? Right, more questions. MechLab said, no problem with water damage with Nexus or Arc guns. Harkening back to the thing about playing in the rain. Thanks for joining us, MechLabs. We've just been exchanging some messages with MechLabs. Hopefully, we can get MechLabs or Arc Air Spots, Nexus HPA engines, or Arc, the Arc 1 HPA rifle. Hopefully, we can have some kind of presence of them at BZ Fest this year. Still got to work out the details on that, but fingers crossed we might have an announcement to make in the future. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, fully 100% mechanical HPA engines, 100% mechanical speedsoft rifles, so you wouldn't have to worry about any electronic damage with those bad boys. The Nexus engines have been selling really well. We didn't get a chance to make the video like we wanted to when they first came out. Got pushed back because I was off and stuff like that. But by God, they have sold well. So many people have been picking them up, and the people who have been using them a lot have had really great things to say about them. We might still have to do something with a Nexus video at some point. If you'd like to see that, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the live chat. BZK_chicken. Hi, it's formerly PSB Chicken. Did you ever get that thread adapter for the Raven Titan for me? Potentially. I don't deal with the ordering side of that. You would have to contact our sales team, info@bztactical.co.uk. If you're ever after like getting a part in or whatever, that is the best way to communicate with us via email. The Magnum Duo. My TTI pistol stopped chambering. The slide wouldn't go forward all the way last game day, and someone told me I need a new nozzle spring. Is that true? Yeah, potentially it could be. There could be some other reasons with that as well. We'd suggest contacting whoever you bought it from, and they might have the part that you and sending them some photos of the slide itself, or like racking it back, showing the inside, and they'll be able to tell you exactly what you need. Or better yet, if you can get a video of it. Video of the fault, that's always the best way of doing it. So if the store you bought it from can't help you, come to BZ. We might be able to help you guys. Connor, you should showcase the budget beginner airsoft guns that you have at BZ Tactical as part of a YouTube video. Connor, I love you. I can't believe you just said that, because that is literally the video that's coming out on Monday. This coming Monday, we have got a video. It's the best beginner/budget airsoft rifles for 2025. There are 4 different brands that we recommend, and we give reasons for each of them. We have different budget levels. So it goes from 120 quid up to 265 quid. And for each brand, it's not just one. Well, there's a couple where it's only one rifle, but for one of those 4 brands, there's 28 different rifles in their range for under 175 quid. And we go over all of the features that they each come with and who they're better for. So there's a certain brand that is best for absolute beginners who just want to pick up a gun for the cheapest price possible and start playing. And then there's another brand that is better for people who want like a gun that'll last them for years and they can upgrade and stuff like that. So that's coming out on Monday. Connor, Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Coming out about 4 o'clock on Monday afternoon. And then if anyone's wondering, next Friday, we'll be doing the video. Next Friday will be a VMP2 unboxing. The VMP2 series is finally in stock. It's finally available here at BZ. Somebody, I'll check who it was actually. Somebody asked us a question the other day about the VMP2 series. So I'm going to answer it on the thing. So James_Raccoon 2003 on Instagram said, in your opinion, is the new VMP2 a good GBB for beginners? We will cover this in the unboxing video next Friday, but we've shot it. We've tried it out. We've tried out the DMR version and the full auto rifle version as well. We've had a little look inside of it. What we can say, like for the price, these are the cheapest gas guns that we stock right now. The full auto version is just 260 quid, which for a gas gun is really good. We've shot it and we're impressed. We are like, I don't think it's going to like absolutely blow anyone away, but for the price and for how it shoots, it's really good. It's really solid. Nothing we can complain about there. We're pretty close with Voss/Nuprol, so we know how much work they've put into this thing and how long they've spent developing it and making sure everything's improved and good. So we know it's a solid bit of kit. It'll just work. One thing we recommend if you do get a VMP2 is don't overgas it. That is something we found that if you overgas it, it's going to spit out gas. So only fill it for about 4 seconds-ish. We'll cover all this in the video, but VMP2, that is a great, that is really good actually. Like obviously a bit more time with it would be great before we can give a proper opinion, but so far we're nothing but impressed with the VMP2. Sheboygan Airsoft. I have only one indoor field here where I live in the US, but it isn't a con field. I live stream there every weekend, but man, I wish I had more Speedsoft around me to stream. I'm really sorry to hear that, buddy. I think Speedsoft it's definitely growing. Like as I said, this time last year we had no Speedsoft arenas anywhere near us here in Northeast England, and now we've got two, literally 15 minutes down the road. So hopefully something opens up near you in the future. Connor said, I've heard that SEMA AGs are very reliable, and that's why I decided to purchase it as my first airsoft rifle. They are really good. We don't stock them here at BZ. I will say that the SEMA AKs are kind of seen as the gold standard of budget AG AKs. And if you've seen our Raven Evolution video, you will know that a guy here at BZ, he owns a SEMA AK, he bought himself a Raven Evolution AK. He said that the Raven's even better. Just saying. Just saying. Right. Arabic Carl said, only recently discovered this channel. I'm enjoying the content so far. You do have a great selection in the shop. Thank you very much, Carl. Have you got videos on different budget builds for the various platforms, etc.? We don't have any videos on builds, but this Monday we'll have a video about the best budget AAG rifles coming out. And the hilarious, yo, thank you. Connor has a message redacted. Naughty, naughty Connor. Sheboygan Airsoft VMP2 looks amazing. Yeah, it's really good, genuinely. It is really good. Connor, what weight BB would you say is the best for outdoor airsoft? I mean, it totally depends on what gun you're running. If it can lift, basically, the higher you go, the better your performance will be. But it depends on if your gun is capable of lifting that weight. 2.8s is about where you want to be, at least. 2.5s, 2.5s is best for indoor use. 2.8 minimum is really a good building block to work from. If you can go up to 3s, 3.2s, that's where you're going to get a really good performance, but only if your gun can lift them. We have a guy here who runs 0.4s in his gun. He doesn't run a sniper. It's just an AG or HPA. He's got a HPA Sega 12, which he shoots with 0.4s. He's done a video with it in the range before. So our range is 50 meters long, but it hits the back wall. I think that's about 45 meters. So you shoot from 45 meters away, and you just hear this thud as it hits that back wall. So not fun to get shot with is a 0.4 and a HPA Sega 12. I've got some more questions from people on Instagram and stuff like that. I'll answer them if any of the live chat questions dry up. But Connor, are you planning on doing any more pop-ups at Dirty Dog Airsoft? I don't think we've got anything booked in right now, but last year we did it on the August Bank Holiday game. I assume we're probably going to do the same unless it clashes with another event we're doing. I don't know. But if it doesn't clash with anything, I'd say we'd be there for a pop-up at the August bank holiday game. But it's still 6 months away, so they haven't announced anything yet. I don't think we've been in discussions with it. So hopefully, and to be fair, most Sundays you'll find at least one member of the BZ team playing at Dirty Dogs. So if you ever recognize any of the guys, say hello to them or be mean to them. Actually, I'd prefer if you were being mean to them. Right, we're going to go to some questions that people asked before the stream went live. Callum_Foster_98 on Instagram asked, what do you guys prefer, AG, HPA, or GBB? I'd like to know what the live chat thinks. Which one do you prefer, AG, HPA, or GBB? It's quite an open question, and obviously every member of the team is going to have different answers. So I'll just tell you what I prefer. As a person, I just prefer the least hassle as possible, and also the least costs as possible. So my personal preference is AEG. You don't have to buy any extra regulators to get going. You'll have to buy an expensive HPA engine to get playing. You don't have to mess about with gas. So AEG is just the simplest to get up and start playing. So that's my personal favorite, really. If my phone unlocks, we'll answer some more questions. LT Waffle asked on Instagram, will you do a full video on the VMP2 series? Yeah, we're going to do an unboxing video next Friday for the VMP2 series. These are some of the questions that we got asked for the original Feb live stream that we meant to do 2 weeks ago, but it got took down. Sorry, YouTube. So let's answer these. How long is the new CTM twin folding stock? If you haven't seen this, it's on our shorts. It's also on our Instagram feed. It's a new CNC aluminium stock. Oh, we did a CTM product showcase video. It's in that as well. If you want to see a more long form version of it. It's a new twin folding CNC aluminium stock. Basically, it folds to the left and can fold to the right as well. It can fold either way depending on how you want it. It's going to be available in, so there's 4 different versions of this stock available. There's an adjustable length version, which goes from 4.2 inches up to 6.6 inches, or you can get fixed length versions. There's 4.2 inch, 5 inch, and 6.6 inch. So that hopefully answers your question. I've got a couple more questions. Nocturnal-Nonsense on YouTube asked, my question is, who do you believe holds the top spot in Airsoft as far as manufacturers go? Has Tokyo Marui fallen from the top to the likes of VFC and EMG? Basically, who is the crown king of Airsoft, in your opinion, right now? This is a hard one. Who do you think is the best brand in Airsoft right now? Who's the top brand in Airsoft? Let us know what you guys think in the live chat. I don't know, like, Marui's just that constant presence. It's the original, really. Marui's hard to knock off that top spot. Some certain brands have been putting out a lot of great stuff lately. G&G Armament in 2024 really brought out like loads of new stuff with the Levi and stuff. VFC had a fantastic display at MOA back in November. So VFC are really killing it right now. But it's very hard to beat Marui. Marui doesn't have that much coming out though at the moment, to be fair. Not many new things coming out from Marui. But they do have pink anime guns, so they'll always be the top of in my eyes if they keep doing that. And they just make everything they do is really good. So it's hard to say who's the top right now. So other than, I think Marui. I think he's probably Marui still, but just know what you guys think about that. Darren Massey-T2I on YouTube asks, are you getting the Double Eagle /EMG Ghetto Blaster? We've got no plans to get it. With it having a few different licenses on it, I'm not entirely sure who's distributing it. If one of our distributors that we get EMG stuff from has it available, then we might get it in, but I don't think it's something we're going to do a big push on getting in. So you might have to get that from somewhere else, I'm afraid. Let's answer some more questions. Oh, let's go to the live chat anyways. Let's have a look. Connor, when it comes to kit, is all black a good idea? I see people getting a lot of stick online for rocking full black, but honestly, I quite like the look of it. You're going to get stick for anything that you wear. You are going to get stick off someone for whatever you do. If you were a speed softer, you're in full black kit, you're in full camo, and you're playing toy soldier or whatever, you're going to get flack for it. It's just whatever your personal preference is, mate. If you want to wear all black, go for it. If don't buy something else that you don't want to buy because you're worried someone's going to take the mickey out of you, especially someone online. Like, if it's online, like, don't listen to it, mate. If you like the look of it, then go and wear it. There are people who go in full like COD Ghost cosplay, which some people don't like, but they love it. So that's, you know, if they're up for it, there's the people dress up as juggernauts. There's a lot more ridiculous things in airsoft than wearing all black. So if you like it, mate, go for it. Sheboygan Airsoft is biased towards TM high cappers. Can't wait to get some TM high cappers back in stock next month. We're going to stock some high cappers that we've never stocked before from TM, actually. Can't wait for that. I think it's mid-March. I think we're getting some more TM stuff in. Connor asks, what is my favorite Monster flavor? To be honest, I'm not a massive Monster drinker. I'll only get it if it's on offer. So my favorite flavor is whatever's the cheapest. But if I'm getting a meal deal and it comes with a Monster, my go-to is just a White Ultra. White Ultra is my go-to. I really like the Mango Ultra as well. There's very few Monsters I don't like, to be honest. Pipeline Punch is a bit too sweet for me. Some of the full sugars are a bit too much, a bit too full on. And I don't like the coffee ones. That you can just throw them straight in the bin for me. But yeah, any more non-airsoft questions just to break things up is always welcome, guys. I am going to need to take a drink, though. I've been talking far too much. Right. 313131ization. Hi, is there a way to get CTM custom in Mexico? If you go to ctmtac.com, CTM's website, they have a map with all of their distributors on right at the bottom of the page, and they show you who sells what where. There are a couple of distributors in Mexico. I'm on it right now. Arsenal Sports in, South America, sorry. We've got Arsenal Sports in Brazil. We've got Military Gear in Chile, and we've got a few places in the US. I'd imagine you could order from like LA Kappa, that's or Take One Airsoft or E-Bike. They also, I know LA Kappa does custom builds, so I think the best thing to do would be to contact a US or South American airsoft shop, see if they'll do a custom build for you. Rabbit Carl, TM are proven and consistent in what they do, a mainstay in the hobby. You're right. I don't think we've ever had a problem with a TM gun that I can think of, or like a major problem. Charlie Eustace says, I already own a two-tone APO1 and was to buy the Black Mamba upper kit. Would I need a UCARA number? No. So there's a lot of unique parts to the whole UCARA thing. So valid defense only applies to the purchasing of airsoft firearms, replica firearms, and whether that's realistic or non-realistic. It doesn't apply to parts. So if you've got a two-tone pistol, you can't paint over that two-tone paint or remove that two-tone paint to make it look realistic, because that is, in effect, classed as manufacturing a realistic imitation firearm, and that is illegal under UK law. However, you can buy a black part fitted to that gun, and that's completely legal. So the Black Mamba kit, or if you just bought any black upper for your APO1, that is totally legal. You're totally well within your right to fit that. UCARA and valid defense only applies to purchasing of guns, doesn't apply to ownership. So as long as you don't paint over or remove two-tone paint, that's fine. But swapping out parts, that's completely legal. So get yourself a Black Mamba kit. You don't need a UCARA or any sort of valid defense for that. So go ahead, Charlie, and make sure you buy it from BZ Tactical, of course. Obviously, mate. Connor, White Ultra is so overrated. What? White Ultra Monster is overrated? Nah. Connor, I've got a right mind to ban you from this chat, I'll be honest. We just say that Ultra Rosa is nice. I do love Ultra Rosa as well. I think I love every Ultra flavor. I don't think there's an Ultra flavor I don't like. I was disappointed by the strawberry one. I know there's a new one knocking about, like a blue one, but I haven't actually seen it anywhere to try it. I really like Relentless, raspberry, and the watermelon one. Those are really nice. I basically just go into, I've got like 2 different shops or 3 different shops that I'll go in. I'll just buy whatever energy drinks. Energy drinks are cheap. So there's a cream soda one that I've tried recently that's really nice. I don't actually like cream soda. This is nothing to do with airsoft. I'm sorry, guys. Stu B Box, what are your thoughts on the Wolverine MTW billet, and would it be a good transition from an AG? So, Stu, we have got a video on our channel where we unbox 6 different versions of the 10-inch Wolverine billet, the billet series and the Unleashed series and the Forge series. It's the best. When it comes to out-of-the-box HPA guns, one, there's not many on the market anyway, but Wolverine is the standard basically. If you just want to if you want to move from AG to HPA and you don't want to alter anything you've already got, and you just want the smoothest transition possible, that's the best option, I'd say. With Wolverine, you don't need to make any adjustments to it. You don't need to fit an engine. You don't need to, customize your rifle in any way. You just buy it, and out of the box, it works. We were having this conversation the other day in the office. Wolverine, since we started stocking it, we've just never had any problems with any of the guns. Like, they just work. Wolverine stuff just works, and they have such a good reputation. They're popular for a reason, is what I'll say. So if you are looking to go into HPA and getting yourself a HPA rifle, then you can't go wrong with an MTW. What I will say is that the one that Wolverine themselves recommends, if you're totally new to HPA, unless you've got your eyes set on a certain one, they recommend going for the tactical 10-inch. We cover this in the video that's on our channel. Just search MTW unboxing, you'll find it. 10-inch tactical is the best version to go for if you're new to the world of the MTW and HPA series. Have got any HPA users, any MTW owners in the chat? I'd love to know what you think. Rabbit Car, what would be your ideal replica to own that you don't have if it isn't being made yet? I'll be honest, I'm not much of a replica guy. I'm not a gun nerd. I've never been someone who really likes certain types of guns or whatever. People will say to me like, "Oh, this gun was in COD 5 or whatever," and I'm like, I mean, even if it's a game I'm playing, I don't remember gun. I remember it better now because I work here and I'm a lot around like replicas all the time. But I'm not someone who's like really based on realism. I'd rather have something. I prioritize just if it looks cool or not. Personally, what I'd like to see more is more licensed replicas from pop culture, like Token Murray do some with a couple of animes. Obviously, there's the John Wick pistols. Those are the things that I like. Those are the licenses that I really enjoy, the replicas that I enjoy, because I just think it's cool. Like, I think obviously like doing a replica of a licensed gun is very obvious, but doing a replica of something in John Wick or something from literally out of an anime, something that doesn't exist in the real world, I think that's pretty cool personally. I'm lobbying for a farmer's shotgun from Dragon Ball Z. If we can get a licensed farmer's shotgun from that one scene in Dragon Ball, then I'll be very happy, man. Connor, if you're under the age of 18 and go to an airsoft site, play airsoft at a UCARA site, can you apply for the license straight away when you turn 18, or do you need to play those 3 days within the 56 days? So you can't actually start your application for UCARA until you play until you're 18. So even if you've been playing for 5 years solid, if you've been playing since you were 13 at this site, your first game that counts towards getting that UCARA, it doesn't count until you've turned 18. So as soon as you turn 18, you play your first game, play your second game, and then at least 56 days after the first game, that's when you can play your third game. It counts towards UCARA. So hopefully that answers it. We did cover this in full detail in our UCARA video that came out a couple of weeks ago. Connor says they're releasing a Lando Norris Monster exclusive to the UK. I'll try that out. I wonder what flavor it is. 313131 says, do you know if a version of the Maximus will come with MP5 mags? I think the M4 one looks ugly. They've got no plans to develop that at the moment. That could be something down the line. But all we know about the Maximus kit at the moment, if you haven't seen the Maximus kit, basically it's like an AP frame, but rather than the HPA adapter being at the back where the pistol mag is, you actually put the HPA line where the pistol mag would usually go. And then at the front is where you put the M4 adapter. I can't show it on the stream because I'll get taken down. but there is a video of it on our CTM product showcase on the channel. There's also a video on shorts as well. But what we know about the Maximus kit is it will be available for the AP01, and there'll be a TM high capper version as well. It'll come in 3 colors: black, tan, and pink as well. I can't wait for that pink one to drop. I'm going to make an all pink build as soon as that comes in. But yeah, no MP5 versions, I'm afraid. I don't think CTM make any MP5 HP adapters. I think it's only like AirTac and people like that make them, really. Alec Frost, what would be your go-to Riff M4 style for longer range battlefields? I'm using my Eve 9 for wooded venues, but wondering what would be better for distance. Obviously, if you want more distance, I'd say go HPA. That's probably your best bet. That's where you want to get more power. You want to get HPA will be better for you. So either convert a gun you've already got to HPA, or get yourself a Wolverine or something like that. Best thing to do for this would be send us an email. I think that's probably the best way to get this information. For technical, I'm not as technical as some of the other guys that work here. They'll be able to give you the best information. info@bztactical.co.uk. But yeah, HPA is probably the way to go if you want really like long distance shots, or get yourself a DMR. And if you're not set on having full auto, if you're happy to be locked to semi-auto, get yourself a DMR. That way you can up your chrono limit. So that'll help. Oh, excuse me. The Monster Ultra Golden Pineapple has just come back on me there, guys. Sorry about that. Is there anywhere, Connor asks, is there anywhere to find a Makarov GBB? It's not, no, is the answer, I'm afraid. I don't think we can. We might be able to get the WE version. I think we've got a meeting with WE next week in Germany, IWA. I'm pretty sure we have a meeting with WE Airsoft in Germany next week. So we might be able to get it, to be fair. Let me see if our supply right now. I'll have a quick look for you, guys. Connor, was it Connor Rasmus? I can't remember. But I don't think we can right now. We might be able to actually. No, actually, I'm lying to you. I think we can. We can get the WE version. If you want us to get the WE version, just drop us an email. info@bztactical.co.uk. That's the best way. If there's anything that we don't have that you want, and you want to know if we can get it in, the best thing to do always is to send us an email, because that's where the ordering team, that's what they look at, the sales team, and they can contact suppliers directly. So it turns out we can get one of those in the WE version. So if you really want one, drop us an email and we'll give you a price on that. Connor says, I still don't quite know the laws surrounding airsoft yet. That's why you've got to watch our video on our channel. We covered this in like too much detail, I think. But that's videos. It's got like over 12K views or something now in the space of a couple of weeks. There's a lot to get your head around, really, with airsoft. At least it looks like that, but really it's quite simple when you really boil it down. You just have to play airsoft a few times and then you can buy anything you want. It's not bad at all. Rabbit Carl says he would be cool to see more movie replicas, like I mentioned with John Wick. There's a Resident Evil replica as well. I forgot about that. That is really cool. A lawgiver officially licensed airsoft gun can run around as Judge Dredd. The Dredd film from about 2012. That's got to be one of my favorite action movies of all time. I don't really know what other guns from movies and stuff we could do license for airsoft, but it's something I'd like to see more of. Just especially like the obscure ones, like the TM Licorice recoil gun, the Chisato's handgun. That, even though I've never heard of that anime and it's not something I watch, the fact that they've just done it, I think is really cool. Connor says some Fallout airsoft guns would be quite cool, or Wolfenstein would be pretty cool. But it's funny that you mentioned Fallout. So last spring, maybe March, April time, we got a VFC Avalon series gun painted in Fallout with a custom Fallout paint job. Unfortunately, it was missing an internal part, so we couldn't sell it or do anything with it. We couldn't shoot it. But it kind of got put on the back burner. But today I got confirmation that we've actually sourced that part. So now it's working. We've got a working Fallout gun. We're gonna have to do a video with that. To be fair, next week we'll do a video of that, and I think we're gonna put it up for sale. So if anyone's looking for a custom painted Fallout AEG, we should have one for sale very soon, maybe as soon as next week. So make sure you're following us on Instagram for more info on that. And we'll definitely have to get some footage of it shooting in the range. I really wanted to get like a proper Fallout photo shoot done. Maybe that's something I should actually look back into. I don't know, but yeah, Fallout. We've got a custom painted Fallout gun in the office right now, which is pretty cool. Rabbit Carl said he'd get something from the Metro series, like if he could get a licensed airsoft gun. I think that's pretty cool as well. Ronin Airsoft, could you tell KWA to bring a version of the Q Mini Fix to the market? Pretty please. I know that KWA, busy people. They're making a lot of stuff for other people at the moment, for other brands. They've got the TAC-9 coming out very soon. They've got the ATP Z coming out in the UK soon. Can't wait for the TAC-9. They've just dropped the ATP GT. I think we're going to do a video about that as well. Their latest pistol. They've got a new gas gun, the LM4 RIS, I think it's called. So they've been busy. But yeah, I would like to see some new stuff from KWA. Because they announced all of this stuff like early 2024, and we're only getting it now. So I'd like to see some more stuff from them. Some more, but the TAC-9 will be pretty cool. I can't wait for the TAC-9 to drop. Anyway, I need to answer some questions about that we've got from people who wanted them answering for the previous live stream that we're meant to do. We never got to answer any of these, so I'm going to answer some of these now. Right, will we be getting any of the VFC/TM SIG GBBRs in? We have a meeting with VFC in Germany next week, and we're going to talk about all of the gas blowback rifles that we're going to make for our next order. So potentially we could be. I know we've been a bit lacking on the VFC stuff here at BZ, guys. We've just been trying to work a few things out. We're going to have an in-person meeting with VFC next week, and hopefully it won't be too long after that before we have some new VFC stuff in. Mini Mitch 9 said, would you recommend the Nexus HPA mechanical engine? Say, if it fits in your gun, if you can get it aligned properly, then yes, we totally do. They've sold really well, and we've had some really good feedback from people who've been using them. Getting them aligned is a bit tricky. So as long as you can do that, as long as you're confident with doing that, then they genuinely work really well. So would recommend them from a performance standpoint. No more Mr. Nice SI on Instagram asked, when are you getting the Vortex Crossfire in tan? I believe they've been added to our next Vortex order, so I'd say they're coming in March, as long as they've got them in stock. So March or April, depending on when they get back in stock. John NUOH on Instagram. Hate reading out these usernames. They said, you guys should film some gameplay with guns that are new. Like take out new guns and try them out at an airsoft site. It's not our style of video. We'd have to get a whole new load of equipment, and obviously as well shooting new equipment unless it's been loaned. It's been loaned to us for the purposes of just getting gameplay footage or doing marketing stuff with it. Then we can use it. But like obviously, and most new things that we get in, they're meant for customers, so we can't take things out and play with them. You know, so I don't think you'll see proper gameplay footage on this channel, at least not anytime soon, I'm afraid. There's plenty of other people who do that really well. It's not really our type of thing. Danny from Newprol said, why are we all such legends here at BZ? Thanks, Danny. Love the new guys from Newprol and Vorsk. They're such a good bunch of guys. Going to be seeing them next week at IWA, and they'll be in attendance at BZ Fest. So we'll bring some Newprol and Vorsk and G&G products with them to BZ Fest. If anyone's got any questions about BZ Fest, I'll be happy to answer those. Con RS3 said, any update on the VFC PPSH? We've got a meeting with VFC next week at IWA. We're going to be talking all things gas guns with them. We're going to be putting an order together very soon with some of their new stuff in, and I think the PPSH, we've had a lot of people asking about it, so I think that's probably something that we'll add to that order if people want to see it in. We've got about 5 more minutes, guys, so make sure to get your questions in if you haven't already. Otherwise, I'll just tell you about some of the new stuff that we've had here at BZ as of late. God, I can't even think of what we had in since the last time we did a stream, because it's been like a month and a half. But some of the big stuff, EMG Autobots, they're back in next week. You can pre-order those now. New PTS EPM1 RX mags are back in stock. No, they're in stock for the first time. Sorry, they're a new release. They're in stock right now. You can get those shipped from Monday. Raven Evolution, new brand here at BZ. Over 60 different guns in stock. Oh, well, some of them have sold out, to be fair. But over like a range of 60 different guns that have never been sold in the UK before. Watch our video on that if you haven't already. BZ will be at IWA next week. Sorry, we've got a stand there. We'll be exhibiting there for the first time ever. That's exciting. We're hosting a big event on June 14th called BZ Fest. It's £1 a ticket, or it's £5 to get a ticket and a T-shirt. £5 for a ticket and a T-shirt. We're actually losing money on that, so I don't think that's a bad deal at all. And you get to come along and you get a chance to win some prizes. You can shoot some guns. You can look at some new products. Get 10% off everything in the shop. There's a video about that all up on our channel if you want. So, right, answer some questions from the thing. With the Arc 1 2.0, does it now support 3,000 PSI tanks? Off the top of my head, I think it does. I vaguely remember that being mentioned. For double confirmation on that, send us an email. I know there was something about the pressure with the updated Arc ones that they now work on different pressures compared to the old ones. So drop us an email about that, but I'm pretty sure they do. Rabbit Carl, last thing from me as a message, just got home. I'm going to be heading off in a bit anyway, Carl, because I finish at 5 o'clock. But any plans on getting any VSS? Would love you forever. Please enjoy the rest of the stream. I'm not sure if we are, to be fair. They're made by SEMA and LCT mainly, so they're not brands that we sell, I'm afraid. So very, very unlikely we'll get any of them in any time soon, I'm afraid. Hallie Quinn 117 accidentally posted this on the video. Any update on the Maximus kit? Looks like CTM themselves have it available, but maybe different countries assume it's on the tip of being announced. So Maximus kit has been announced by CTM. You can see a preview on our channel. We don't have any dates for them. They're not really shipping anything until March in general, but the Maximus kit AP version is about ready. The TM high cap version still isn't ready. I assume it'll be late spring, early summer, but again, we don't have any updates on this. We don't have any exact dates on that. Everything, all the other new stuff is about ready to drop. That'll all come out before the Maximus kit. But yeah, it'll only be 2 or 3 months, maybe something like that for the Maximus kit. But we'll update on our social media, on Instagram mainly, when the Maximus kit comes out. Gaming Geek, where do I get a ticket for BZ Fest? So if you go watch our BZ Fest video, in the description there is a link to the tickets. Failing that, if you go on bztactical.co.uk, if you just search BZ Fest at the top of on top of the website, it'll come up a banner. Just click on there. It's got all the event details for you, and it's got tickets as well. Tickets are just £1, or if you book by May 26th, you can get a ticket and a T-shirt for just £5. £5 for a ticket and a T-shirt. We're absolutely spoiling you here at BZ. If you're coming to BZ Fest, really hope you can join us on June 14th. I know it clashes with Download Festival, so that's unfortunate, but it was going to clash with something no matter what weekend we pick. Hopefully, some of you can come join us on June 14th. But unless any of you have got some more questions for us, I think that'll be about done for this month's live stream, guys. Give it one more minute in case you've got any questions. But yeah, so next week, guys, we've got a video on Monday about the best budget airsoft guns in 2025. We'll be doing an unboxing of the new VMP2 series from Vorsk. We'll probably do a little video, or at least a short, about the new PTS EPM1 RX mags. God, there's so many new things to do videos on at the moment. Yeah, we're absolutely swamped with content at the moment, guys. So it's been a busy year so far. 2025 has been insane here at BZ. We had our best January ever. We're about at 80,000 followers on TikTok now. The YouTube channel has been growing a lot. So thank you very much for supporting us, guys. And if there are no more questions, then I'm going to jump off the stream. The next stream will be on March 7th, same time, 3:30 p.m. So get your questions ready for then. But if that's it for today, guys, thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend. See you later.